I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I'm born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. Yes, I really love my job. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Yes, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. We're disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted.
Good morning, firmly rooted. This is Pastor G, Thursday morning. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. We're in for looks like a round of thunderstorms here in Greendale. I know you guys have been getting all kinds of crazy weather in Oxford, but wherever you're joining us from, welcome. So glad you're here. Want to say hi to a few folks. Vivian Davis, good morning. Vivian, hope you are feeling much, much better. Pastor Tom, good morning. Cindy Siebert, good morning. Cindy, we are praying for you and Elmar and rejoicing in what God is doing for you guys. Nikki Chason, Vivian Davis, did you find flourish today? I can't answer that. Bert Reggiani, good morning, everyone. And Nikki says, good morning. Good morning, Nikki. And Pamela C., good morning. All right. Well, super excited today. We have just really, as the title of the message today is An Unlikely Missionary. You guys, do you realize this is the first missionary to the Gentiles? This man who is demon possessed. It's just so awesome. It just who Jesus uses to advance his kingdom is the most least likely of people. You know, it's not the seminary trained, the ones who've been through, who have kind of the perfect life, all that. No, it's usually not, guys like me or Pastor Tom, but it is these people who are absolutely in desperate need. They are so broken, and but Christ changes everything. So I'm gonna do a share screen here and invite you along here. So I kind of feel like Mr. Rogers here. I'm just taking the kids along. Kids. All right. So we're continuing. Pastor Tom obviously went through the sort of the meat of this exchange between Jesus and this man who was possessed, was past tense, he's no longer. And now, verse 18, as he was getting into the boat, the man who had been possessed with demons begged him that he might be with him. You guys, I just want to sort of stop there. Begged him. He begged Jesus that he might be with him. How many times are we sort of begging people to receive Jesus or begging people to accept Jesus, right? And sort of that evangelical terminology, when in reality, what is happening when a person has a true encounter with the living God, they are begging to be with God. They are begging to be with Jesus. I love how Pastor Tom is always saying, listen, you just forget about forget about religion. Okay, when you show up in someone's life, and you guys have the opportunity now, as just with the shooting down in Texas, everything's fresh in the minds of everyone in Oxford. You have an opportunity to just sit at common denominator at the coffee shop and just be present with people. As you are present with them, they are going to open up. They are going to see Jesus in you as you then share the hope beyond this world. Okay, listen, this is so attractive. It's just the fields are white for harvest. All we need are laborers. Okay, so God has done all the work. Now you just go and you show them your amazing Jesus. Okay, people are going to want to beg. They're going to beg to be with Jesus as they see him in us. Okay. There's a family that started coming to the coffee shop, and pastor just sat with them for a couple hours. And now, did he have to twist their arm to come to service on Sunday? No, no, they're begging. They want to come. They want to see more. They're hungry. So I wanted to just start there and just go, hey, we've got it all backwards. If we are just trying to come on, you've got to come, No, 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 no. No, we just listen, as we firmly root ourselves in God's love and his eternal truth, as we walk that out, as people see Jesus in us today, what's going to happen? They're going to want more of him because he is irresistible. Jesus is irresistible, right? What does John say? May I decrease, may he increase. Okay, that's my prayer every morning. I don't want them to see Russell. I want them to see Jesus. Okay, verse 19, and he did not permit him, but said to him, go home to your friends and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you. I want to highlight this. Jesus says, tell. What's he saying basically to just about everybody else? Don't tell, right? Keep it quiet. Keep it secret. Don't tell, because we've talked about this before. The reason being is that people, especially early on in Jesus' ministry, they misunderstood who the Messiah was. They thought he was a political uh, ruler only, that he was going to come to overthrow the Romans. And so Jesus had to be very careful because he knew he had a 3-year time frame to work with. He had to extend his life, right? And he knew they would come make him king in a premature prophetic ministry. And so Jesus was very clear. So why now is he telling this demoniac, who's no longer demoniac, why is he telling him, you have free reign. Go and tell how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you. Okay, the reason is because here in verse 20, he went away and began to proclaim in the Decapolis. Here we go, how much Jesus had done for him. The Decapolis was the Deca, you might think 10. So we get 10 polis cities. Think of metropolis, that's polis is city. So 10 cities. These were 10 Greek cities. These were, for all accounts and purposes, these were pagan cities, okay? And so these were not areas where they would have had confusion about the Messiah, at least not in the way that Nazareth would have had, or Galilee would have had, or Samaria or Jerusalem, right? Here we've got, here's the Dead Sea, here's the Jordan River, here is the Sea of Galilee, everything to the west, leading all the way to the Mediterranean. This was Israelite territory. This is where they would have had at least some idea about the Messiah, but most likely a wrong idea. So this is where, in these regions, Jesus is saying, hush, hush, don't tell who my time has not yet come. All right. But to a man who is living in the Decapolis, he has absolute free reign. Go and tell. Okay. Now, where was this event taking place? I believe it's pretty close to where this X is. X marks the spot. That would have been the region of the Gadarenes. Okay, this is on the southeast side of the Sea of Galilee. So Jesus encounters him here, and he knows that this guy, he's not going to go back around to Nazareth. Jesus is telling you can't follow me. Okay. He's not going to go back up to Capernaum up here on the Sea of Galilee. You can't follow me, but go back to the 10 cities. Go here to these pagan lands. You are going to be my witness. You're going to be my very first missionary to the Gentiles. Isn't that cool? So we see later on in the Gospels, in Mark in particular, Jesus is, once he's done, he's headed for Jerusalem, he's headed for the cross, all of that. He's going to circle back through this area, through the Decapolis, and when he heals there, he's going to tell them to be quiet. But the reason being there is that word had already spread. Wrong word, sadly, had leaked over from from Israelite territory. So anyway, that's a whole nother deal. But I think today, let's be encouraged, you guys. Let's be encouraged that Jesus picks the worst of us, right? He is absolutely about transforming lives, and for a life that's been transformed, there is nothing greater than to actually hear the testimony of that life that's been transformed. So listen, you may not have a demon possessed past, but I guarantee you've got a past. We all do. And what has Christ delivered you from? Go and tell. It's fair game now. We live in America, is something like the fourth largest mission field now in the world. Isn't that crazy? Fourth largest mission field, meaning that missionaries are coming to us because we are so Gentile now in nature. We are so pagan in so many of our forms and customs. So now is the time. Get out there and share. And I know you're going to have opportunities there in Oxford. We have that every Saturday here in Greendale, where we go door to door and simply ask people if they need prayer for anything. So here we go. Vivian Davis says, yes, amen, Vivian. And Mary Jo Johanna O'Brien says, good morning. Good morning to you, Mary Jo. And may you and all of us remember that we are his witnesses. We're not his tax attorneys. Okay, we're not called to get everything right. Legalese. We're not expected to have the best arguments. We are expected to be his witnesses. Go and tell what he's done, and hopefully this is an encouragement as you see this once demon-possessed man being given the assignment to be the very first missionary that Jesus would send out. So there it is. Everyone have a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.